as Chuck mentioned, I started in Fort Lauderdale, a very troubled area over there, and Commissioner Trentalis can tell you, and Tim Smith, man, we fought over there. We had stakeouts to get rid of drug houses. We shut down one of the worst crack labs. We pulled bulk trash to the streets. My vice president and I would go the day before. We'd call the city manager and say, bring extra trucks. We got to clean this neighborhood up, and we did. And we really did change that area. And that area is now benefiting from all the gentrification that we see in our city. It's spilling over there. So we want to work together with them. And that's one of my goals, is to work with Commissioner Trentalis and even Oakland Park to help bring a cohesiveness to our cities and our borders. I was on the Budget Review Committee, the Board of Adjustment for Wilton Manors, the Design Review Committee, City Hall Task Force, Wilton Drive Task Force, and Wilton Manors Main Street, which is near and dear to my heart because we have lost people who've been struck and killed on the drive, walking, bicyclists, and other vehicular accidents. I'm not going to elaborate on the plan, but if you go to the website, you will see some of the renderings of ideas and proposals that we had in the two-lane initiative that I do want to see pushed forward. But I must emphasize that the downtown area is important. It's the core of our city, but our neighborhoods are the heartbeat of our city. So it's really important that we reach out to the east, the central, and the west to make sure that we don't have a missing link. As far as vision, I think if you can see something, you can picture it in your mind, you believe it, and you can make it happen. Steve Zolo, who is my treasurer, campaign treasurer, and longtime resident here, says, Doug, one thing about you, you like to fix things. When you see something broken, you like to fix it. And it's true with old houses, that historic home that Glenn Wright wanted to bulldoze and put 3 townhomes on. He said, no, I want to save that house. And we did. It cost a lot, but we saved it. But one of the things that I hear at the commission is how we can't do things. We just can't do it. I want to say, stop saying how we can't do it, but look at the ways that how we can do it. Say how we can accomplish those goals in our vision. Let's not hear more no. Let's hear more yes. So let's look at how can we do it. Let's explore it before we say no. Values. Values are not only the standards of how we conduct ourselves, but what we value and what we think and feel is important. And I think any city or any organization or even a family, we're only as strong as our weakest link. And I think we have so many missing links in our city. We have, like Andrews Avenue, that's, you know, it connects our downtown to our west side. It's in dire need of help. And, you know, I envision going after grants and proposals where we can make that area much more beautiful. We don't even have decent crosswalks for people over there. Thankfully, Nickel Field looks like it's going to be getting a facelift soon, and we certainly hope that's going to happen. And then Power Line as well. But we've got to address that. We have to look at how growth on the east side, with some of the properties that are being sold, are redeveloped. So connecting those missing links is important to make sure it's safe, secure, and sustaining. And one of the things that I feel is important is that we have to have, pardon me when I think this up here. While we have to have sustainable daytime business, we have got nighttime business out the wazoo, but until we encourage the type of daytime development that's going to have business on the street during the day, more shade trees, more places for people to sit outside, enjoy themselves, we're not going to have a daytime business. That's one of the things I want us to do as a commission and as a mayor, is to outreach to those businesses, to bring the right kind of businesses to our city so that we do all flourish and grow, not just the downtown, but everywhere. One of the other things I think, the value to especially the people that volunteer in our city. I see this time and time again. I've talked to members of volunteer boards, like the Budget Review Board. It's like the commission there asks for input and have people sit and spend hours and hours of their time analyzing budgets and sitting and reviewing plans for the future of our city. But then they get up in front of the commission and it's like they're completely ignored. You can't ignore those people that are in your city that have good ideas. And we have a city full of bright people. We need to listen to them. The commission needs to take the resources that we have in our own city and use them. Don't go outside to a consulting group. Look at what you have within your city and use them and respect those people who've given you that time. Not just take their valuable time and then ignore the work. Values, honor. One of the most important things that we have to do in our city is we've changed, the complexion of the city has changed so much in the last 10 years. And a lot for the good, I agree. But we still have to honor and respect the history of our city and its longtime residents. We've come in, we've made a lot of changes quickly that, have maybe upset the apple cart. But as we honor and respect the long-time history of the city and the residents, then we can prepare for the future to make it inclusive for everybody and serves the needs of everybody. So that's really how I see myself and my role. The mayor's just one vote, but I think to be a kind, considerate, outreaching ambassador of the city is what you need. And I don't think we have that now. That's what I want to be. I want to be the friendly face of the city that goes out and becomes, your face of the community. On November 4th, I need your vote. I certainly need your vote. It's hard to be the 16-year incumbent who's entrenched with high-powered money from all over the country. My money, basically, for this campaign and our money, and our team can tell you, is 99% grassroots. It's people in Fort Lauderdale, Wilton Manors, and businesses here that believe in me that are contributing. And I want to thank you folks. Contributions are really important. Up until today, which is our official kickoff, we have raised, and today we're over the top, over $15,000. Proud of the organization that's behind me. It's like Dean and I were talking earlier, it's almost like the Obama campaign. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of support, and people are telling people, and I think they just feel it's time for change. We need contributions. We still need contributions. We have a great website, Doug Blevins for Mayor. We have a Facebook site that's got almost 750 likes in just about 2 months, which is really amazing. Come on in. The second half of the party is just beginning. We need volunteers too. So any way you can volunteer, we'll be doing walking with me, walking with other volunteers, yard signs. In fact, if you want a yard sign, we just ask that you mark it on here. We'll be glad to drop it off to your home. We want to get a group of people on a list of those folks who want yard signs. Social media is really important too. So if you go onto Facebook and you like it, and also on my website, there's a blog called Ask Doug, or a page. You can write me personally. It's not a blog. You can say, Doug, I have a question about this area or that area. How do you feel about that? And I know I don't have all the answers right now, and I won't, even when I'm elected. It's going to be a learning curve, but if I don't know the answers, I'll find them out. So I just want to thank you all for being here. Stick around. We're still going to have a good afternoon, and we got more music coming up. We got plenty of food still over there and bar set up. And I just can't say enough about the turnout. I'm overwhelmed.